Tony Blair, Nick Clegg and John Major worked on a diplomatic mission to try to persuade European leaders to stop Brexit. On January 1, the post-Brexit transition period expired, meaning EU rules no longer apply in Britain. It is a new chapter for the country's history, as for the last 48 years, EU membership had constricted Britain's ability to make its own decisions and set policies. The journey there was not an easy one, as Brexit Day was preceded by a debilitating political period that bitterly divided the nation. The time since the Leave vote in June 2016 involved unprecedented levels of parliamentary rancor, public anger and mistrust. Many parliamentarians and politicians tried to ignore the democratic will of the people. Two of them were former prime ministers. Tony Blair, John Major and Nick Clegg put their party allegiances aside to condemn Brexit as they tried to stop Britain's withdrawal from the bloc more than once. In 2018, the three were reportedly working together in a plot to stop Brexit with other European leaders. The two former prime ministers and former deputy prime minister met with senior politicians in Europe seeking to persuade them to stop the UK leaving the European Union. They had reportedly been working with other prominent Remainers including Peter Mandelson. The mission was started by Mr. Clegg independently, who then took on the role of informal coordinator of the group, The Guardian reported. Mr. Clegg met Mark Rutte, the former Dutch Prime Minister, and the foreign policy team of French President Emmanuel Macron. He also met senior German politicians including Bundestag President Wolfgang Schäuble and Peter Altmaier, the German economics minister. Mr. Blair met senior politicians in Germany and Austria and Italy's former Interior Minister, Matteo Salvini, as well as the EU's chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier. Both said they wanted to find a way to extend Article 50, so that a deal could have been struck to remain in the EU. Mr. Clegg said, "The aim of the visits is to persuade EU leaders that British politics has made the option of remaining inside the EU viable. It is a question of pressing them to keep open the extension of the Article 50 process beyond the March deadline to give UK negotiators more time, including to prepare legislation on a people's vote. We cannot just turn the clock back to just before the 2016 referendum. There would have to be some changes of freedom of movement. We cannot just put Humpty Dumpty back together again."